In case you missed it, last fall I was in between big projects, so I bought myself a $60 camper shell with no door from Facebook Marketplace, and in just a few days attempted to turn it into a functional truck camper. A long story short, it kinda sucked.
It's raining, falling right on my mattress. This is terrible news.
The camper's trying to kill me. So today I'm taking it back to the drawing board. Oh! I painted this and put this on here 6 months ago or something, and it's time for a little upgrade. Problem is, I don't think I can actually lift it by myself, but I'm wondering if I have sort of a platform, if I could just slide it on there. I'm also wondering if I should try to do that inside my garage, because I think we have some nasty weather rolling in. Oops. I guess it's a good thing I took it off. That's not great. Oh, this is a terrible idea. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. This is probably kind of stupid. Okay. Okay, let's regroup. Okay. Okay. Oh man, when I started to roll back, my life flashed before my eyes a little bit. It's a good thing I pulled forward earlier. Okay. Okay, so there's a few different things that I want to do to this. Upgrade is maybe not quite the right word because most of them are just fixing things that I did wrong the first time. So first of all, the windows, I want to take them out and redo them with butyl tape. I just used silicone the first time. I didn't even really get it in the right spots, I think. So these windows have always leaked. Also, I put one of the windows in upside down. I think this one. Yeah, those are supposed to be on the bottom, I believe, to let water out instead of in. And lastly, in my efforts to get the windows to stop leaking, I just have smeared silicone everywhere and it's attracted a bunch of dirt and it just looks disgusting. So I also, now that it's been like 6 months, the paint is probably cured. I want to sand down the spots that it puckered up last time and try to redo those. I also want to add some weather stripping to the bottom of this. And then last but not least, I want to get myself a nice door situation. When I first built this, I made myself a door out of scraps in like a few hours and it does the trick for the most part if I need it to, but it's not great. I've also had to add all kinds of like blocks of wood and contraptions on the inside to try to get the door to latch or to prop open, and I have some ideas of how I can make that nicer, less janky. That's pretty much the rundown of what I'm going to try to do here. I'm thinking now I should have probably moved the monkey outside for this, but it is too late for that. Speaking of moving the monkey outside though, it is very, very nearly motorcycle season.
shots are drinking my face and I didn't even flinch. My mom says love's not easy, just keep your head held high.
We've had our first casualty. Some of the windows stayed on the camper. I think that's probably fine though. This is probably like 30-year-old foam.
People will find you pretty, I just wonder where they are. You like my Batman t-shirt, it costs like $50. Someone must think I'm pretty fly right now. Maybe I'm going crazy, can't catch a break lately. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little crazy. You look amazing, I said it, I meant it. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little, What? Did somebody just say hello? Nah, I'm playing Han style, solo. Do you like that Star Wars reference, baby? There's more where that came from. Catch a movie later? Guess I'll see you around. I got a busy week too. Cooler than my tie doing things, but hey, you know what? We call that a thing. My mom says life's not easy, just keep your head held high. People will find you pretty, I just wonder where they are. I got one extra ticket, do you like Comic-Con? Someone must think I'm pretty fly right now.
So weird, it's like the paint never dried there. Even though it's been months and months and months. Okay. Do I have any yard guys in the audience? I feel like I probably do, and if you're one of them, you are going to want to hear about today's sponsor, Sunday. Sunday provides custom lawn plans. They will send you all of the products you need straight to your door, along with instructions on how to use them so that you can get the yard that you want without having to do all the research on how to get there yourself. My house did not have a yard when I moved in, but I would like to change that, and Sunday has made it so easy to get started. The ordering process is so smooth, you wouldn't believe how smooth. You just type in your address and they already have all the info ready to go on what type of climate you're in, what type of soil you're working with. You just have to answer a couple of questions about what you want for your yard, and they come right back with this customized plan. They ship you all of the products, they tell you when and how to use them, and it could not be easier to do that. The pouches just fit right onto your regular garden hose. The products are also designed with safety in mind and without any harsh chemicals. I'm really excited for Sunday to help me get my freshly planted lawn to grow, and if you'd like to join me in leveling up your yard game this spring, go to getsunday.com/Burby and use the code Burby25 for 25% off your first custom lawn plan. Thanks to Sunday for sponsoring. For anyone wondering why I'm not working on the boat, I am. There's not really anything I can do on the boat right now. I'm waiting, I think tonight some people are gonna come over and help me because I realized a while back that I should have built it facing the other direction because it's gonna need to come off the sawhorses and flip over onto a trailer at some point. And right now the trailer is facing the opposite direction as the boat. So some people are coming tonight to flip the boat around before I fiberglass it so that it's as light as possible. So wish me luck with that. But also, even if I had plenty to do on the boat right now, I'm excited about this, so I want to do it. The weather is getting warmer, and it's going to be camping season pretty soon, but it's not camping season yet, so it's a good time for me to take this apart. I'm glad that I didn't put too much time or money into this the first time around. I bought this for $60 on Facebook, put a couple $100s into it, and I'm glad that I didn't do any more than that because now that I've actually used it, there's a lot that I want to change. Definitely, I don't really love how I have the bed platform set up, so I want to change that. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, but we'll get to that. I do have like some really big, exciting ideas for really upgrading this at some point, not this time. So I'm still gonna hold off on doing anything too labor intensive or expensive or permanent this time around because I have some crazy ideas that we'll see if I get to them or not. But in the meantime, I want to make it easier on myself when I am using it because the crawling in and out of a coffin to sleep, it's not my favorite. The nice thing about redoing something I already did is that I already have all the supplies for this. Haven't had to buy anything yet, although I probably will have to get some of the white. My, how can I resist you? It's been, I don't even know how long since I was filming on this, probably a week. I still haven't even finished touching the stripes up. I have no regrets about this design choice, visually speaking, but it is a huge pain to paint these stripes. I have started fiberglassing the boat. That process is officially underway. It might be a while before you guys see the boat again, not because I'm not working on it, but because I want to do all the fiberglass in one video. And I don't want that to be motivation for me to rush the fiberglass job, because I think it's pretty critical that I do that right. So instead, I'm using it as an excuse to work on projects and make videos that I've been excited about doing and didn't know when or if I would ever be able to get to them, just because the boat project is so obviously huge. Okay. Oh man, I'm so glad I didn't lose this. It's been waiting for this for months. One thing that I just love about the truck camper project in comparison to the other two main projects that I've featured on this channel, the school bus conversion and the houseboat build, is that it's such immediate payoff, and I don't even know how to describe this one. It's just like a very low cost of owning it, like mentally, financially, across the board. When I first bought this, it was, oh, this is still stuck in here from when I first got it. That's embarrassing. When I first bought this, it was 60 bucks, and it took me a couple $100s and 3 or 4 days to totally repaint it to my taste, get the camping setup in place, make a makeshift crappy door for it, and then it was immediate reward. And having a truck camper, going truck camping, is so much less of a hassle than having a school bus conversion, or I'm assuming having a houseboat either. And I also love working on the truck camper because I can just decide, like I did now, kind of spontaneously, oh, let me make some quick upgrades, do a few days or even a couple weeks of work on it, and I'm using it again. So what started out as kind of just a random little project that I decided I might as well do when I was in between my bigger projects has become one of my favorite things to work on, and also just to own. So long story short, I've loved having this. What I want to work on now is sort of, I guess, optimizing the features that I already have here to maximize convenience without taking it too far and making it so over the top and complicated that it almost goes in the other way and lessens the convenience. Does that make sense? So what I want to do with this truck camper is try to eliminate the issues that I have and make it so easy for me to just spontaneously say, let me go on a trip this weekend, without going too far so that it becomes a hassle to own it. I feel like it was so clear in my own head, but I'm not sure I'm articulating it at all. Anyway, the number one hands down issue that I've had with this when I have been using it is that it leaks. So super easy to go camping, don't have to think about a thing if it's not going to be raining. If there's any chance of rain, it just totally throws off the whole plan because my mattress takes up the whole thing. So if any water gets in, it just soaks through the entire mattress and makes camping impossible. So definitely that's the number one goal of this little remodel, is to try to make this as watertight as possible, because right now it's great as like a little shell to keep your tools safe, which is probably what it's designed for, but I'm trying to use it as a truck camper. So my brother gave me this apparently heavy duty weather strip stuff, although it looks kind of normal. Back when I first got this, I have never bothered to put it on, but today's the day. Okay. What is this? I guess I should put it on this trim since it sticks down further. Okay. This isn't sticky at all. I'm sorry, what? It sucks. What's going on here? I thought this was supposed to be really high quality. Oh, this is a little greasy. I knew I should have cleaned it off first. Darn it, why must I be this way? Ew! Why did I think I should skip cleaning this? Some things never change. Ugh, gross. It's raining outside. It was 72 degrees yesterday and it's supposed to snow tomorrow. Gotta love spring. Okay, that seems better. I'm gonna start with the fresh side. This stuff sucks. Oh, maybe it's okay. Hopefully it'll be fine. I take it back. Sorry, Morgan, this stuff doesn't suck. It seems good. Okay, that one's good enough. This one would be done, but I accidentally sprayed the red without masking the others, so now I have to redo the purple and orange. Okay, I think all of my stripes are done. Before I put the windows back in, I want to just mask off all of the colors and redo the white. But before I mask off all the colors, I want them to dry a bit more. Dry a lot more actually, because I just finished spraying them like literally 30 seconds ago. I don't want the tape to mess up the paint job, so in the meantime, I guess it's time to move to the inside. Ugh, it has gotten grimy in here. The main interior upgrade I want to do is I would like to try to line this entire back wall, which actually, as I'm looking at it, it's very little actual area because the door takes up the whole thing. But I would like to line this all with some plywood if I can manage it, because as you can see by these remnants here, there've been a lot of things that need to be mounted on this back wall because of the door. First, I have these 1x2s up here because I just screwed the hinges straight into the fiberglass, but I needed something for them to go into, so I put these up here. And then I also put this block, which looks so bad and never worked very well. That was for the mechanism that held the door open. And at some point when I was putting this all in the first time around, I realized that there's so much stuff going on back here that would probably be worth it to just put something solid on this whole back wall, just to make it easier to work with. The second reason is that when I had the door on here, the latches to keep them closed, they would kind of go like that, but they were designed for a thicker wall here, so they never fit tightly. What is that? Is that a wire? Anyway, that was problematic, mainly because they wouldn't fit tight, so they would keep the door closed, but it would kind of rattle around. That kept me from being able to close the door tight enough to pinch the weather seal that I had in the door. So this was just a gaping hole if it was raining. This was the vast majority of my leaking problems came from the door. The windows were not great, but you know, there would be like drips here and there I could deal with. The door it was just like a flood coming in. I absolutely could not go out if it was gonna rain, because all of the rain would just come straight through the door and soak everything. So I want to get a tight fit there. All of this to say that I'm gonna try to fit some plywood in here, but I gotta get the rest of this junk out of here first. Oh. Can't complain about that. All right, I'm tired of this. I've heard that if you put a little bit of clear coat first, the lines won't bleed. So I'm gonna try that. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Without a doubt, this looks way better than it ever looked originally. Oh my gosh, that worked well. Clear coat trick is a game changer. Not sure what happened right here, but that is the only place on the whole thing where I didn't get a clean line. It looks so good. Okay, false alarm. This part I let dry a little bit longer than the others, so I just barely peeled it, and it looks a little bit bad. I accidentally started to spray those before I'd sprayed the clear coat. These ones look good though. Anyway, that's gonna just be how that is because I am not doing any more painting. Before I start putting windows back in, I wanted to address this whole situation. So I think I mentioned already that I built this door in an afternoon completely just out of scraps that I had lying around. So it was a quick and sloppy job even for me. I'm basically fine with it, but I just want like a better, more solid version of it. Main issue is that the piece of plexiglass that was lying around wasn't quite big enough to cover the opening, so I have 3 different pieces of plexiglass on here, and I just slapped some silicone in between them. So I was planning to replace the plexiglass, like actually go buy some, but it's so expensive. It was gonna be like 50 or 60 bucks to replace this. So then I got to thinking, can I just like pour some epoxy in there and fill the gaps with that? And though I don't actually know if that would work, I really have nothing to lose by trying that, so I was gonna do it. But then I did a quick little Google, and Google tells me that if you use acrylic glue on plexiglass, it'll pretty much just bond it, like melt the plexiglass a little bit, bond it together, and make it just one piece of plexiglass, essentially. So I don't know how true that is. I also don't know if the thing that they have at Ace Hardware is the right type of glue that it's talking about. But again, all I have to lose here is $6.99 and a little bit of my time. So I'm gonna try it. Oh! Oh. Oh my gosh. All right, scratch everything I said before. I think I just have to buy a new sheet at this point. I'm gonna move back to my plywood. I'm not really confident in what I should use to attach it. Believe it or not, when you Google what kind of adhesive should I use to stick plywood to the inside of a fiberglass camper shell, no obvious result pops up immediately. But I'm pretty sure I still have, let's see. Oh, I have a lot of stuff actually. What is this? This is what I was looking for. This is what I used to stick my solar panels to the roof of my bus. Obviously that was now over 2 years ago, and this has been through multiple freezes, so I have no idea if it's gonna be good still or not, but I figure I might as well try it as long as I have it in my drawer before I go buy something else. Oh my gosh. The glue seemed totally fine, but I literally cannot squeeze it out of the bottle. I remember it being difficult when I did it 2 years ago too, but I don't know, maybe I've gotten weaker since then. Luckily I had some options in here. I don't know when or why I bought either of these things, but stronger than competitive heavy-duty construction adhesive. Premium construction adhesive. think I'm gonna use this one just because it comes in the little tube, so I don't have to waste a whole big thing. I swear, every time I accomplish something on this project, I think of 2 or 3 more things that I could do to make it even better. I did not mean for this to be a 2-part video, but I feel like it might be turning into one. Just you wait though, it's gonna be worth it. Worth it for me, I mean. I don't know what's in this for you guys.